I finally found an app that can use this mic. I had it set up through the camera, but it looked like a potato. So I downloaded Blackmagic camera, which I knew about from before. And in the settings, you can use this thing with Bluetooth external, but it's only in single mono, so that kind of sucks. It's Wednesday. It's Meerkat Wednesday. We look back at Monday and Tuesday, and we look forward at Thursday and Friday. Yesterday, I late in the afternoon, I got into building a vibe coded app for watching some of my favorite streamers in terms of when they schedule their next stream. The idea being that it pushes a notification to your desktop whenever you're working. I need to fine tune it, but I think it could be a nice little app for sale, maybe $5, $9, something like that, lifetime license. Something that I can continually improve. I'm already thinking about the ability to connect it to a Discord announce channel and the ability to tweet. So if you want to say, hey, I'm watching this, click a button, go straight to your Twitter account, just like a promotion tool for content creators. I want to get into a flow state where I'm making 2 or 3 little apps like this a week, spending 3 or 4 hours a day on it, and I want to have the flow and the pipeline. So it's literally landing page, working on it, working on it, working on it, fire off another process, maybe some kind of loop until it's absolutely perfect, and then a simple landing page, put it up for sale, put that as part of the promotion loop in the scheduler that I built. I need to build a plugin module for that so that it can take external sources. I'm thinking it might just be like a queue that can connect to either an RSS feed or a JSON file and pulls that in and uses the scheduler's existing management for like gaps and spacing and all of that because I don't want it to be too spammy. I've also built into my scheduler that the posts that I put out get pushed to a decentralized blockchain called Hive, which I used to use quite a lot. It's just a really nice way of having a version of the video and the text that is immutable. That basically means that once it's written to the blockchain, after a certain amount of time, you can't unwrite it or change it or delete it, which is kind of a nice to have. It's kind of like a legacy thing. Um, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at today. The sleep apnea machine is something's not quite right with the nasal thing on it. I absolutely love that machine. It's incredible. But there's something wrong with the nasal thing and I can't work out what it is, so I might have to get a replacement part for that. But that has been doing wonders for like clarity in the morning, as well as the walking the dog, which has been a godsend. Um, what else do I want to talk about? I think I want to start talking about Humble House, humbleha.us. It's a website that I built on top of Netlify, and it's pretty cool in terms of the features of it. I just need to get all the experiments on there that I've been working on and all of the apps that I've got planned. The idea is to have them as kind of residual income and use my scheduler as promotion and then build out a tool set. I've already got a thing called Humble Content, which is kind of like a front end to a replicate back end for generating images. I want to take that to the next level of using it for video, but I've only got an M1 MacBook Air from 2020, so I'm kind of limited in what I can do right now. I want to be able to use Comfy on the desktop and build out a node structure for video. Um, but ultimately, I want to get to the point where all of these things are just receiving inputs. So if I want to record video on the go or audio on the go, or I want to send off like a 300 like character thing, a message through microblog, which then distributes it everywhere else, then I can do that. I feel like the next thing for me to do is to make the interfaces to rapidly do that. There was a great app back in the day that I used to use for live streaming. The first one was Quick, QIK, which was amazing. And then this little startup came on the scene called BAM User, BAMB User. One of the features I absolutely loved about it, and they didn't have to do it, but they did it, and it kind of made me think about video differently, is they had this ability for you to record a video or do a live stream, should I say. I think it was more live streaming set up a live stream as if like a IRL stream, record it, and then obviously depending on your network, it would be like patchy over the network in terms of like the streaming. If you were dipping in and out, moving about, going inside of a building, obviously your data rate or packets would drop because you would have issues with the network. And one of the wonderful things that they did is they had this ability to record a local version of the stream as a video, and then what it did is it synced up later when you had a better connection to the existing live stream that was on the website. And what it did is it filled in the packet loss, like the video frames that it dropped in the live stream. It just basically replaced it with this new video file. And I don't think they did it where it's just like, hey, just upload the video to make a better version. I actually think they went through and checked the frames of it. Like, if this is good, then we don't need to touch it. It was super, super efficient, and I loved it for that. Another thing that I wish it did, though, was offline mode. I wish it did offline mode where I could record a video or do a live stream and not push it straight away. I guess it's not a live stream, it's just a video, but a scheduler that was offline. And then you could push it whenever you wanted to push it. So you could record like 10 video clips and then you could decide, hey, schedule this for 5 days from now, or, just this constant stream of consciousness, but not in the moment because of, not wanting people to know where you're walking about or anything like that. I think privacy is important. I still think we need to have a voice and be able to like document our lives, but I think privacy is important. You don't want like I've just seen so many things recently where poor like Instagrammers and TikTokers are like literally getting shot in the street, like just for streaming in certain countries like Mexico and various other places. It's just crazy. So like privacy in terms of like when you record and where you put it out, I think is important. So I'm interested in building tools like that. I'm interested in building a video tool for microblog so that I can fire a video off very quickly. And instead of sending it in MP4, like on device, convert it to like a WebM format. So it's super small, super efficient, loads really fast for the client end on the blog. And I think there's an opportunity for doing some really interesting what I used to call transmedia, and transmedia being like audio, video, textual, like bonded all together, like a bit of a clip here, a bit of a clip there. If you think of a timeline, a sequence of events of a timeline of a film, or like when you think of like history of like events that happen over a timeline, I'm thinking of something like that for audio, video, and text, and how you could bond that together using AI, and how you could create different narratives of that input. So that's where I'm at today. I've got a killer coffee made up. Dale bought me an amazing machine. I think it was for my birthday or Christmas. That just creates two little shots, and then you get the cold brew topper from Trader Joe's. It's elite. Mm. All right. See you tomorrow.